There it is, first look, Spro Flappin Frog. Check this dude out. This is something I have been wanting personally for a long time. This is gonna eliminate a lot of the stuff in my box. So now I can just carry some of these and the Spro Bronzeye frogs and the poppin' frogs, and I'm done with my frog, toad, topwater collection. First thing you'll notice is that the Flappin Frog is made out of the elastomer material. I think that's the right term, not positive. I think it is though. It's that stuff that's extremely stretchy and you can't break it. So you're not gonna get the legs just ripped off unless you have a Ginsu knife certified pike or something like that. Possibly could, but they're extremely durable. You're gonna go through a bunch of fish before you even think about losing those. And then the hook is the normal, you know, Spro Gamakatsu frog hook, but this one has got the Nano coating on it. So it is super slick and super smooth. It still has those big monster barbs on that hook right there. Love that. But there it is right there. Everything else, it's the same body size as the normal Bronzeye 65. It's just got these little kicky, flappy legs on there. So let's take a look at what this bad boy is gonna look like in the water, and then I'll kind of walk you through what I would fish it on and a couple little tips to think about and to look at while you're fishing it. You know, this would be kind of the place I would throw it if I wasn't throwing it around grass. I'd throw it in the back of these pockets. But there's two ways you can fish it. You can steady reel it, to which it makes a little, you know, constant gurgling. Uh-oh, little wake behind it there. You can see it just makes a little constant gurgling, you know, just like a normal frog, toad would do. That's good. One tip when you're doing that, try to keep your line up out of the water and it'll kick better. It's just like if you're familiar with the whopper plopper, it's the same way. If you let your line sag down into the water, the whopper plopper is not gonna run right. You've got to keep your line up out of the water with that whopper plopper. It's the same deal with the Flappin Frog. Throw it back in there. You're just gonna keep your rod tip up so you can keep your line out of the water, and then it's gonna kick hard and just gurgle, make all those little bubbles, everything like that. But you can also rip this thing, which is pretty cool. You can sling it back in there, and since it floats, it's got that material, it just floats. It's just gonna be sitting there. Uh-oh, the brim are trying to eat it. You're just gonna rip it, almost like you would a prop bait. You can rip it and it'll zip. That's a totally different sound. That's not like the poppin' frog. It's not like a Bronzeye frog. There's not a lot of baits that you can throw up into the junk. And when you hit a little open pocket, you can stop it, let it float, and then do that little rip right there. Makes it pop, makes it rip. Just a totally different sound. I love that. This is, like I said, this is something I've been wanting for a long time, so I apologize if I'm a little excited. Now, just like with a normal frog, I'm throwing this on braid, definitely. It was even ripping with a leaf on it. I'm throwing this on 50-pound Sunline X Plasma. That, to me, that's the best braid for a baitcaster or spinning reel I've ever used. Love that. If you're a power pro guy or whatever, that's fine. Heavy braid is what you're looking at. 50 at least is a minimum. You're gonna have a 7 to a 7.4 range. You don't want to have too long of a rod. You want to still be able to maneuver it. Heavy action for sure. And then you want to have a high speed reel. I got a Daiwa Tatula 8.1. I like the high speed because, man, I can't tell you the number of times I've thrown out there and then I'm reeling it in or I'm working it, and that fish smokes it and eats it and comes running right at you. You need to have that high speed reel to be able to catch up to him. And when he bites, you put the wood to him, son. You put the wood to him. And the same holds true for the new Flappin Frog. When they bite it, you can go ahead and put the wood to them. With that new nano coated hook, probably don't have to whack on them quite as hard. And the bodies are probably a little bit softer, but I ain't holding back. So we got the braid, we got everything we need. We got those huge barbs, so that thing's just gonna get pinned right inside of their mouth. Put the wood to them, reel them in the boat, put them in there, and then start high-fiving your buddy, because that's what's gonna happen with this new Flappin Frog from Spro.